Structure of Java program. Programming language differ from ordinary human language is being completely unambiguous and very strict about what is it and is not allowed in a program. The rules that determine what allowed are called syntax of the language. The definition of syntax means the rules that determines what allowed are called syntax of the language. Syntax rules specify the basic vocabulary of the language and how the program can be constructed using things like variable, expression, statement, branches, loop, methods that we discuss later. A synthetically correct program is one that can be successfully compiled or interpreted. A structure of Java program, see in figure 7.5. Here the text is, that is in angular bracket, see over here, public, class, then class name, is used as the placeholder that describes something and actual we need to type while writing the actual program. The definition of the method, that is function in Java, consists of function, header and sequences of statement that enclosed in open curly bracket and close curly bracket. Say students, as Java program is an object oriented and here everything is defined as a part of class. See public, class, then give the class name, then public, static, void, main, string, arguments, then statement that in earlier programs we used, for example, simple interest, etc. Clear? Now students, now let us start the examining of simple Java statement and the basic things that we can do in Java within the method definition such as main. We will learn the following syntax. The first one is data type, second one is variable, third one is literal, comments, Java statement and expression, arithmetic operator, comparison and logical operator. So students, in our first program, in second programming Java, we use the data types like byte, short, integer, long, float, double, character, boolean. These are the primitive data types. In our earlier program, we use double, that is in simple interest program, we use the data type for the variable as a double. Then in call cost program, we also use the double data type. So data types determines the require of memory size, types of values, range of values and type of operation that can be performed. Java supports 8 primitive data type that handle common types of integers, floating point numbers, characters and boolean value. So integers means without decimal point, floating points means with decimal point. To insert the characters, we use character data type, and boolean. Boolean takes two values, either true or false. For this 8 primitive data types, byte, short, integer, long, these 4 data types are included in integer. Then float, double is included in floating point number, that is means with decimal points. Then for inserting character we use character, and for the value of true or false we use boolean. Clear? Say students, in the table 7.1 they give the information about each and every data type. First one is byte, its storage capacity is 1 byte, it is integer and the range of values start from -128 to 127. Same way short, it occupies 2 bytes. Types of value integer, that is without decimal point, -32768 to 32767. Same way for integer long. All this byte, short, integer, long are without decimal point. Then for float, it occupies 4 bytes, that is real number. Then double is also occupied bytes, it is real number means with decimal points. Character occupy 2 bytes and we have to insert the characters, referent characters in single quotes. And boolean is one type, one byte, and it takes either true or false value. Now students, the variable. In our earlier program we used difference variables like principal in simple interest program, principal, rate of interest, and duration, that is n. SI is equal to PRN upon 100. In that program there are four variables: P for principal, R for rate of interest, N for duration, and SI there where we can insert all the three value in one. SI is equal to PRN upon 100. So all these are the variables. So the definition of variables are: a name used to refer the data to stored in memory is called variable. If you want to anything to be remembered by the computer during programming execution, then it need to be stored in the memory of computer. Program manipulate the data and that are stored in memory. In machine level language, data can be only referred by giving the numerical address and the location in memory where it can be stored. In high level language such as Java, names are be used instead of numeric address of the memory location to refer as data. The programmer has remember only a name. A variable can take different values at different types during the execution of programs, but it always refer to same memory location. A variable can be used in Java program only if it has been first declared. So say in this they give the here some examples: integer, marks, double, amount or interest, float rate, character grade, boolean is pass. Clear? Now students, to define the variable name we need to follow certain rules as mentioned in this. First point, it must begin with alphabet, underscore or dollar sign. After the first character it may contain the digit alphabet and underscore. Some legal names for the variables are birth underscore. Space is not valid. So here to give the space we take over underscore, birth underscore date. Then result, call cost, top 5 students, date, amount, and dollar sign price. Some illegal names are 4 numbers ME because number is not starting for variable. Then special characters like percentage is also invalid in for the variable name. For the birth date over here the space is given, so space is not allowed in the variable name. So here they again give the no space are allowed in the variable, thus the birth date is invalid variable. It can be reversed word. Reserved word is not included in the variable name. For example, some reserved words are class, public, static, if, else and while. All these are not included in or for the variable. Clear? Now students, second one is after the variable, the second one is literal. A name used for the constant value is known as literals. There are different some kinds of literals in Java: numbers, characters, string and boolean values. So first one is numeric literals. The numeric literals represent integer or real numbers. Either it is without decimal point or with decimal point. That is all included in numeric literals. Then integer literals. The integer literals are that are whole numbers without decimal point. Java allows decimal, that is base 10, octal base 8 and hexadecimal base 16 and Unicode integer literals. See students, in decimal number system our base is 10, in octal number system the base is 8 and in hexadecimal number system the base is 16. Clear? So integers are without decimal point, Then octal, that is base 8. We can include the number 0 to 7 in octal number system. In hexadecimal number system, there are 16 characters, 0 to 9, and after from 10 to 15, we have to take A to F. See, over here they give the information A, B, C, D, E and F. So there are 16 code. So for binary it takes 2, decimal it takes 10, octal the base is 8 and hexadecimal the base is 16. Clear? Now real numbers. Real numbers are called the floating point literals, that is with decimal point. Then in scientific notation, the number is followed by the letter E or E as sign integer exponent. For example, 1.3E12, that is 1.3737 E minus 108. E12, E108 represent the power of 10. See students, E after the number, the E character, that means that is the power of 10. Clear? Now Boolean literals. For the fourth type of Boolean, there are precisely two literals that we discussed earlier, true and false. These literals are to be typed without quotes. To represent a value not variable, Boolean value occurs most often as values and conditional expression. In C, 0 is treated as false and non-zero is treated as true. Clear? The next one is character literals. Character literals are expressed by a single character surrounded by single quotes. For example, A, small a, that is in single quotes. Then hash sign, also a character that is in single quotes, and the number 3 is also a character with single quotes. Now certain special characters are literals that use the backslash, that is an escape characters. So here they give the Unicode character set in escape code /n, that is for new line. Means to go to the new line we use /n in the Java program, /t for tab, /b for backspace, etc. Now students, the next one is string literals. In Java, all other data types represent the object rather than the primitive data. We are concentrated with object for time being. However, will we consider here one predefined object that is very important, that is the type of string. A string means sequence of characters. For example, the word hello. Hello include HELLO. Hello means that is the sequence of character is known as strings. Over here in previous program for the phone call, balance. So balance is the combination of the character BALANCE, that is in double quotes, so it is known as string literals. Now students, the comments. Comments in programs are for human refers only. See, in our first program, I am giving the first line as /, and after that I am typing. This is the first program for displaying Vidyut board Vidyalaya. So this statement is known as comment. Clear? Java support the following types of comments. First one is single line comment, that in earlier first program our first line is start with /, that is the comment that is not included in your program. It gives the information about your program. Then second one is multi-line comment. It begins with / and end with same way. You can type something and also end with *. that is asterisk and slash. Clear? This comment is usually used to have more than one line. For one line we use single line comments. For multi-line comments we use this way. Then documentation comment. For documentation comment, this comment begin with slash, then double asterisk sign and end with single asterisk and slash. They are used for creating API documentation for the code. Now expressions. See here, expression are the assignment, that is the part of the program. The basic building blocks expression are literals, variables, functions. Recall that the function is subroutine that returns a value. Clear? Simple expression can be literals, a variable, a function, call. More complex expression can be built up by using the operators of combine simpler expression. Operator includes, for example, arithmetic operator, plus, minus, multiplication, division, and this is for modulus. Percentage is for modulus. Then comparison operator, less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to. Logical operators are and or not. All these are the operators that we discuss later. Now here the first one, they give the operator arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operator is useful for the calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division and modulus. Clear? The first plus, that is addition. For example, 2 plus 8, the result is 10. Subtraction, 2 minus 8, minus 6. Multiplication, 2 into 8, 16. For division, 8 divided by 2, 4. And the percentage is modulus operator. Gives the remainder after the division with quotient is an integer value. For example, see in the first example, 8 percentage 3, that is 8 modulus 3, that is 8 divided by 3. If you divide the number 8 by 3, so 3 2s are 6 and the remainder is 2. So for finding out the remainder we use modulus. Clear? Modulus operator. Now students, points to be remembered, that is important one. With modulus operator, that is percentage, if the first operand is negative, the result is negative. In Java, percentage, that is modulus operator, can be used with the floating point number data type also. The result is the remainder after integer quotient. Thus 25.8 modulus 7 and the integer quotient is 3 and the remainder is 25.8, then in bracket 3 into 7, that is 4.8. And the last point is operator plus can be used for concatenating a string that we discussed earlier. Clear? Now let's start with the first arithmetic operator, addition. So our program 4 is addition of two numbers. So public class P4, class name is P4. We also save this file with p4.java. Public static void main string arguments, then open curly bracket. Here we take the data type as integer. Integer, the variable a. In that variable a we can take the variable 10, value 10. B is equal to value 20 and C. Then type semicolon. Then C is equal to A plus B. This is the formula for addition of two numbers. Now system.out.println addition of two number is. Then this is the for joining purpose or for concatenate that we discussed earlier in point to be remembered. Now students, save this file with p4.java. Now go to tools, compile. See, exit code 0 means your program is error free. Then click on tools and go. Then you will see the result. Addition of two number is 30. Clear? This is the first one. Now same way for the second program. Over here I am giving P5. Okay, the next one is program is subtraction of two numbers. Class P5 I am giving the name public static void main, then open curly bracket. Here I can take three variables from the data type integer. A is equal to 30, B is equal to 20 and C. C is equal to A minus B means 30 minus 20. Then for displaying purpose system.out.println subtraction of two number is plus C, that is for again concatenation. Clear? Then file, save, type name as p5.java because the class name and file name should be same. Now go to tools, compile. See the exit code 0, that is your program is error free. Go to tools and go. So subtraction of two number is 10. Now for next program, multiplication of two numbers. The public class P6, that is the class name, open curly bracket, public static void main string arguments, open curly bracket. Here again I take the integer as a data type and I am taking the three variables A, B, C. Then A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20 and C. C is equal to A multiplied by B. Then for displaying purpose we use system.out.println multiplication of two number is, that is multiplication of A into B, that is 10 into 20 stored with the help of C variable with concatenate plus sign and we get the answer 200.